in microbes and human welfare, 2 questions appear every year in NEET examination. And in living world, 1 and sometimes 2 also. So therefore, these 2 are very important irrespective of the content or the content of the topic. Therefore, try to focus on these 2 topics which are very important. On average, from these 2 topics, 3 to 4 questions certainly appears. That is why these are very important topics. So first one, I will discuss the important points regarding microbes in human welfare. Later we go for the living world, right? Microbes in human welfare. Which are the, among all microbes, which are acellular microorganisms? They include viruses, viroids, and prions. These 3 are acellular or non-cellular microbes. Cell theory is not applicable to these organisms. Then, which microbe, which virus causes respiratory infections? Adenovirus. These are diagram based questions, right? Adenovirus structure is there. What is the shape of tobacco mosaic virus? That is TMV. Tobacco mosaic virus, a rod shaped virus. So these you try to remember. Then, you know, all microbes are not harmful to us. Some microbes are useful and some microbes are harmful. Let us see the useful microbes. You know, microbes in household purpose, microbes in household purpose, microbes in industrial purpose, microbes in production of various types of enzymes, bioactive molecules, etc. Microbes in sewage treatment, microbes in biogas production, and microbes as biocontrol agents, and microbes as biofertilizers. All these are there in this topic, right? Microbes in household purpose. You know, a vitamin not present in milk but present in curd. What is that? Vitamin B12. During the conversion of milk into curd, the nutritional quality increases by increasing vitamin B12. Then what is toddy? Toddy is a traditional drink used in southern parts of India. It is a fermented product obtained from palm trees. Then Swiss cheese is characterized by the presence of large holes on the surface. These holes are due to the release of carbon dioxide by a bacterium called Propionibacterium shermani. Propionibacterium shermani. This bacteria is responsible for formation of large holes on the surface of Swiss cheese. Okay. Then, which microbe is used for ripening of Roquefort cheese? Penicillium roqueforti, a fungus. That's all regarding this. Then, microbes in industrial products. You know, in industries for production of various types of products, large tanks are used. What is the name of those tanks? fermenter. Can you say other name for fermenter? Bioreactor. Large tanks or vessels employed in industries for production of the microbial products. Those are called fermenters or bioreactors. Then, different types of products are industrially produced. They include beverages, antibiotics, ethyl alcohol, bread, and beverages are produced by employing the same yeast, that is Saccharomyces unicellular fungus. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a yeast, unicellular yeast. The same yeast is used in bread making and also wine making and also production of ethyl alcohol. Then, for making bottled juices, what enzymes are used? Proteases, pectinases. To remove stains, what enzymes are used? Lipases. Remember all these. Then, antibiotics are pro-life to humans, anti-life to microbes. Antibiotics were first discovered by Alexander Fleming while working on Staphylococci bacteria. Staphylococci bacteria, very important. Alexander Fleming, while working on Staphylococci bacteria, accidentally discovered the first antibiotic, that is penicillin, from a fungus called Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum. Right? Then, citric acid is commercially produced by using Aspergillus niger. Acetic acid is produced by Acetobacter. Lactic acid is produced by Lactobacillus. Butyric acid is produced by Clostridium butylicum. From this area, match the following type questions appear. Try to remember those. And then, very important ones are bioactive molecules. These three are very important. One is streptokinase. Second one is statins. Second one, third one, cyclosporin A. Streptokinase, statins, cyclosporin A. Every year, either in the form of statement or in the form of a question, appears in the exam. Streptokinase is a clot buster used to dissolve clots present in the blood vessels. This bioactive molecule is obtained from Streptococcus bacteria. Statins are blood cholesterol lowering agents obtained from yeast called Monascus purpureus. Cyclosporin A is an immunosuppressive agent. Cyclosporin A is an immunosuppressive agent. This is obtained from a fungus called Trichoderma polysporum. Trichoderma polysporum. These three are very important. Then, microbes are used in sewage treatment. Sewage is treated at two levels. One is physical, second one is biological or secondary. In the physical treatment, after the physical treatment is over, the primary sludge is formed, the floating liquid called effluent. Effluent is transferred into the aerobic tanks. In the aerobic tanks, the microbes grow and form flocks. After completely the organic matter is utilized, that means BOD has been reduced. There is a activated sludge is formed in aerobic tanks. What is formed? Activated sludge is formed in aerobic tanks. These activated sludge contain full of aerobic microbes in the aerobic tanks. Now these are transferred into anaerobic sludge digester, another tank. That is simply called ASD. Activated sludge is transferred into anaerobic sludge digester, where these aerobic microbes will die, anaerobic microbes will grow, and they degrade that activated sludge. In this tank, methanogens are also grow along with other anaerobes. Methanogens are also grow. These methanogens produce biogas also. Therefore, in sewage treatment plants, biogas is produced as byproduct. Then, what is the aim of GAP and AP? That is Ganga Action Plan, Yamuna Action Plan. To establish as many as sewage treatment plants on rivers Ganga and Yamuna. That's all. Then, what is biogas? Biogas is also called gobar gas, produced by anaerobic fermentation of dung. And biogas is a mixture of methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, and traces of nitrogen, hydrogen. But the predominant gas of biogas is methane. The predominant gas of biogas is methane. As they produce methane, these are called methanogens. And methanogens are archaebacteria. They are anaerobic. Methanogens are present at three places. They are rumen of cattle, one place. Second one, dung of cattle. Third one, just now I told you, anaerobic sludge digesters. Right? And in India, which organizations are mainly responsible for establishment of these biogas plants? IARI, Indian Agricultural Research Institute. KVIC, Khadi Village Industries Commission. Khadi Village Industries Commission. These organizations are responsible for establishment of biogas plants in India. And several microbes are used as biocontrol agents in order to avoid pesticides. They include, ladybirds are used to control aphid population. Dragonflies are used to control mosquitoes. And similarly, BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, a biopesticide used to control caterpillar larvae of bollworms. And similarly, Trichoderma, a soil fungus used to control several plant diseases. Several plant disease causing microbes. This is very important. And finally, baculoviruses. Baculoviruses are one group of viruses which are used to control insects. They have species specific property and they are narrow spectrum insecticidal applications. They have narrow spectrum insecticidal applications. Therefore, these are used as biocontrol agents. The most commonly used baculoviruses is NPV, nucleopolyhedrosis virus. Nucleopolyhedrosis virus, best example for baculoviruses used as biocontrol agent. And lastly, microbes are used as biofertilizers in order to reduce the usage of chemical fertilizers, because biofertilizers are eco-friendly fertilizers, right? Bacteria, cyanobacteria and fungi are used as biofertilizers. Among bacteria, Rhizobium, Azotobacter, Azospirillum are used as biofertilizers. Rhizobium, Azotobacter, Azospirillum. Cyanobacteria, also called blue-green algae, most commonly used as biofertilizers in paddy fields. Very important. Which of the following biofertilizer is used in paddy fields? Blue-green algae or cyanobacteria. And these cyanobacteria grow not only in water bodies but also on terrestrial habitat. And the examples are nostoc, Anabina, oscillatoria. These three are very important. Example for these: nostoc, Anabina, oscillatoria. And lastly, fungi form symbiotic association with roots of higher plants. That association is called as mycorrhiza. Which fungus form mycorrhiza? Glomus. Very important. Glomus form mycorrhiza. Glomus form mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is not useful in fixation of nitrogen. It helps in increase in the absorption of phosphorus. So that's all regarding the microbes in human welfare. Then you come to the living world. Who is known as Darwin of 20th century? Ernest Mayr. Who single-handedly made the origin of species diversity? Ernest Mayr. Who pioneered the currently accepted definition of biological species? Ernest Mayr. Those 3 points are very important. And then living organisms shows several characteristics, but all are not defining properties. But only some are defining and some are non-defining. Growth and reproduction are non-defining features of living organisms. Growth and reproduction are non-defining. Metabolism, cellular organization, consciousness, that is response to stimuli, these three are defining properties of living organisms. Self-consciousness is not a defining property. Self-consciousness is seen only in human beings. That's all. And then, so far how many species discovered range between 1.7 to 1.8 million species. 1.7 to 1.8 million species. Who proposed binomial nomenclature? Carolus von Linnaeus. Father of taxonomy, Linnaeus. According to binomial nomenclature, each biological name is having two words, two names. First name, genus; second name, species name. Genus starts with capital letter, species starts with small letter. At the end of the scientific name, other name must be cited in abbreviation form. And all scientific names must be in Latin. And while writing you should underline. While typing, they must be in italics. All these points you try to revise once. And then Systematics. What is the meaning of systematics? Systematics is a branch of biology which deals with the number of organisms, their diversities, and evolutionary relationships is known as systematics. Very important point. The branch of biology which is related to study of the various organisms, their diversities, and their evolutionary relationship, totally known as systematics. Okay, then taxa. What are the taxa? What is the difference between taxa and category? And the arrangement of these taxa in a systematic manner is called taxonomical hierarchy. In taxonomical hierarchy, how many mandatory taxa are present in taxonomical hierarchy? 7 mandatory categories are present in taxonomical hierarchy. They include species, genus, family, order, class, division or phylum, and kingdom. See, species, genus, family, order, class, division, and kingdom. From species to kingdom, similarities decreases. From kingdom to species, similarities increases. The basic taxon, species. The lowest taxon, species. Highest taxon, kingdom. Like that. And here there is one table, very important. Mango belonging to the order Sapindalis. Human being belonging to the family Hominidae. Housefly scientific name Musca domestica. Genus name of wheat Triticum. Triticum belonging to the order Poaceae. Wheat belonging to the family Poaceae. Mango belonging to the family. What is the family of mango? Anacardiaceae. Like that, you should remember. Humans belonging to the order Primata. Class Mammalia. Housefly belonging to the order Diptera. So you try to remember that table. That is very, very important. Then finally, taxonomical categories. Sorry, taxonomical aids. Taxonomical aids. Different aids are used in taxonomy for correct identification of the organisms. In taxonomy, there are basic aspects are there. Characterization, identification, nomenclature, and classification. So, correct identification is the prerequisite of taxonomy. Correct identification. So, for correct identification, various taxonomical aids are used. They include herbarium, botanical gardens, zoological parks, museums, and keys. Quick referral system in taxonomical studies. Quick referral systems in taxonomical studies. Herbaria. Largest herbarium is present at Royal Botanical Garden, Kew, England. In India, herbaria are present at National Botanical Garden, Lucknow, UP. Indian Botanical Garden, Howrah, Kolkata. These are the places. Then, taxonomical aid where living species, living organisms are grown for identification purpose, or botanical gardens. Botanical gardens are the living plants which are maintained for identification purpose. Then, in where the wild animals are under human care to study food habits, behavior of animals, zoological parks. And specimens of plants and animals are preserved generally in jars and bottles is called museums. So these are the different types of taxonomical aids. And finally, keys. Keys are one of the important taxonomical aids based on similarities and dissimilarities. For each key, there are two statements which are opposite, called as couplet. That is called couplet. In a couplet, two statements are there. One is accepted, one is rejected. Each statement in a couplet is called lead. Each statement in a couplet is called lead. And keys are generally analytical in nature. These are not only morphological aggregates but also distinct biological entities. Keys are not only morphological aggregates but also distinct biological entities. And finally, you have to remember these three. One is flora, one taxonomical aid, manual, and lastly monograph. Flora gives an actual account of distribution, their habitat, and index of plant species of a particular area. What is there? What information is present in flora? Account of habitat, their distribution, index of plant species of that particular area is seen in flora. Flora is a taxonomical aid which contain information about account of habitat, distribution, index of the plant species of that particular area. Then manual is another taxonomical aid which contain information about names of the plant species of a particular area. Names of the plant species of a particular area is seen in manual. Manual is a small booklet, whereas flora is a big one, big volume. Flora of British India, a big one, for example. And lastly, the taxonomical aid which contain information about a particular taxon. The taxonomical aid which contain information about a particular taxon is called monograph. Monograph contain information about a particular taxon. So that is about the taxonomical aids. They include herbaria, botanical gardens, museums, zoological parks, keys, under which there are flora, manuals, monographs, and also catalogs. So that is about the living world. I hope you understood, and I hope you study again and again, and you will be thorough with the subject. And that is about today regarding this class, and in the next class we will continue. Thank you one and all.